fairly special thing has taken place in the Philippines. Now, the Communist Party of the Philippines just recently had its 45th anniversary. Now, in that anniversary celebration, they announced they installed a revolutionary people's municipality. Long story short, when the government failed to respond to Typhoon Haiyan, they had emergency funds set aside, which apparently ended up disappearing. They had aid coming in from other countries that just mysteriously didn't make it to the people. Then there was countries withholding aid and a whole ton of mess. Long story short, basically, nobody was prepared. Despite all the measures taken by the government or funds set aside to take care of this situation, it didn't get the job done. Meaning a lot of the people that were affected were basically almost entirely left just to hang. Now, again, there's a lot more going into the whole situation with the typhoon and what happened, but basically what they're saying is that a revolutionary government has been installed in certain areas, which means the entire government, like entire municipalities that were once run by the government of the Philippines, are now being run by revolutionary organizations. Now, this is part of that dual strategy, the dual powers that Lenin spoke about, that as capitalism failed to cover the people's needs, to be able to have the power institutions that make up society, we are supposed to step in, we communists are supposed to step in and provide an alternative, a competing dual power with the official state power. And that's what's happened here. Now, this is actually a very big step. There's now an official government body that's from the Communist Party of the Philippines, now replacing the bourgeois government one of the Democratic Republic of the Philippines. Now, this is very important to when we look at the necessity of building base areas for revolutionary support. It's one thing to have an area that supports the revolutionary cause, and they clandestinely, get supplies to them, feed them information, shelter them when necessary. It's quite another to establish an actual solid, real government inside, like, what is essentially a liberated territory. And that is what's really great about this. It's taken the idea of a liberated territory from being essentially what is like a shadowy government that still has to be in hiding because of frequent raids by the official government, now comes out into the open, is now an official, solid, regular organization. This is a huge step to creating more support for more guerrilla fronts across the country. This is great news. It signifies a huge step. Again, I can't state how big this actually really is, and it's a great sign of a strong, growing Maoist movement inside the country. Over and over again, we were told how O-Plan, Banhelea, O-Plan, whatever, was going to finally defeat the NPA. Never happened. We kept saying they kept saying how this was going to end. This is going to be the time that we finally stop them, and it's never happened. The revolutionary group has never been defeated. Like, they haven't even significantly shrunk in recent time. They have only been growing, and now they've made the major step of actually building, technically a formal structure inside of a country. This shows that the Filipino people are ready for a serious change. They are tired of imperialism. They are tired of having the bourgeois government lie to them, make them promises and don't deliver. They're done with Noy Noy. They're done with Gloria Macpagal Arroyo. They're done with pork barrels. They're done with stolen funds for farming. The people are ready for serious change, and they want that. It is only by the virtue of being in the third world that they have that, as being the victims of imperialism. They are now at a prime opportunity to really be able to struggle for the rest of the country. What we need to see are more of these organizations sprout up around the country, more solidarity, more strength for the revolutionary base areas. And it's from this small seed, which may seem like a small seed or a big one, depending on how you view it, is enough to build the foundation for an entire revolutionary government, an entire revolutionary takeover of the Philippines. This is the strength of the Communist Party of the Philippines, the Maoists, who have a true and actual real connection to the people. They don't just have a connection to the people, they serve the people, as Mao said, and this is what they have done since the beginning. This is now paying off. As capitalism is in this further crisis, so is imperialism. The grip on the country is slipping, and as it slips, the grip of liberation gets stronger and comes closer and closer to taking the entire country, to liberate the entire Filipino people from imperialism and capitalism. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, rate, comment, subscribe, share on various social media. And if you want, there's some other great content here you could check out.